Welcome to Finance Dojo. We aim to be the best personal finance educational channel you'll ever need. Click that subscribe button and the notification bell right now so you won't miss out. Let's talk about the 5 typical misconceptions regarding F.I.R.E. or the FIRE movement. When I tell someone I'm pursuing F.I.R.E., they frequently make the following assumptions, which I shall list. But first, let's stop grouping everyone in the FIRE society into categories. F.I.R.E. comes in numerous types and can be accessed in many ways. Although it may seem foolish to have to point this out, it occurs too much frequently. People naturally think you are doing everything once you tell them you are pursuing FIRE. Now everyone understands personal finance is personal, and that goes for FIRE. Let's now get right to it. Myth number 1. FIRE equals to not working again. Everyone's initial reaction when you tell them you're pursuing F.I.R.E. or FIRE is that you don't want to work another day in your life. As a result, as soon as you reach your F.I. or financial independence number, you quit your job and never work again. I still don't understand how being financially independent means stopping working out together, but for most people pursuing FIRE, this isn't the case. When I speak to others outside of the movement, I frequently encounter this presumption. After reading innumerable books, podcasts, articles, and other materials on the F.I.R.E. movement, the majority of individuals continue to work in some way. When you reach your FIRE number, it's fantastic if you intend to never work again, but this is not the usual the majority of the time. FIRE stands for Financially Independent Retire Early. People get stuck on the retire early part when you break it down. Now, the definition of the word retired in the conventional sense is to remove from one's position or vocation closest one's working or professional career. By definition, this means you will stop working. But when you retire early or achieve F.I., it's more like recreational employment. The freedom to pick what sort of job, where to work, when or if, and why to work. The majority of those who aim to attain FIRE transition into this level of recreational employment. Some identify or concentrate on passion projects, take on consultancy work at lower levels, or start businesses, and some decide to stay in their current position simply because they have the option. Instead of retirement in the conventional sense, think of it as a mindset shift or job transition. Myth number 2. You despise your job. Since you despise your current position, retiring early is your only option. People now think that everyone who wants to do FIRE is running away from their career. Here's a quick way to think about it. I'm not running away from my work. Instead, I'm heading in the direction of possibilities, financial freedom, or options. I'm pursuing a better life, not giving up on my work. I truly adore what I do for a living. I get to create ice cream, a brand new food invention, then taste it. Each day, I work with food scientists and chefs to create new ice cream flavors or concepts. Just this week, 4 boxes of new ideas to eat were brought to my door. But if today I hit my F.I. number, I probably wouldn't quit my job, but I might stay a little longer. This is because I like my jobs, but now I would have the choice. Not everyone in the FIRE movement or community despises their work, and we are not fleeing the grind of the corporate world. I just want greater autonomy and control over my life. FIRE is about possibilities and choices. Indeed, I'll probably keep repeating that throughout this video, creating your daily schedule. Consider the time you had complete control over your daily schedule. Now consider how lovely it would be to always choose your schedule and create your own life. Unfortunately, we have to effectively pay for our own time in this day and age. But that's what FIRE is all about, paying for your own time. Myth number 3. You're self-depriving. This one comes up a lot. You are depriving yourself right now and not living life to the fullest if you are chasing FIRE. I can think of 2 things. First off, prioritizing and deprivation are frequently confused. Most members of the FIRE group prioritize saving money, investing it, and accumulating wealth now rather than later. Second, The typical adult attention span is about 4 seconds in our society of immediate pleasure. Therefore, when someone brings up long-term investment or investing for a better future, most people find it uninteresting. I get it, but making plans for the future doesn't mean skimping on today. You must constantly strike a healthy balance, which entails giving your future self priority right now. Myth number 4. Having a family prevents you from achieving FIRE. People who pursue FIRE with their families will follow a different path. Their timelines may differ, their savings rate may fluctuate, and they may need to make changes to their plans along the way. But let's face it, kids are unpredictable, so it makes sense to pursue FIRE with your family, especially if you have children. It was expertly described by Christy Shen, author of Quit Like a Millionaire. She spoke with a few FIRE families to learn how they managed to reach their FI number while having kids. The key is to manage your finances, live within your means, and place more value on experiences than material possessions. Decide what will work best for you and your family. Then follow through with your strategy over time. Myth number 5. The 4% rule is no longer valid. The biggest misconception is certainly this one. Let's discuss the Trinity Study, a superb research project completed in 1998 by 3 academics from the Trinity University. The research paper's purpose was to find a safe withdrawal rate for a 30-year lifestyle or traditional retirement. It's crucial to remember that the original study didn't focus on early retirement, but rather on traditional retirement. They examined 3 to 12% withdrawal rates with portfolios comprising 0 to 100% equities by 25% spikes. The research and its findings are essentially the foundation for the F.I.R.E. or FIRE movement, but a lot has changed since the Trinity study was initially published in its original form in the mid-1990s. We've experienced 2 or 3, possibly 4 big recessions, so it's fair to think the 4% rule doesn't work. However, a recent analysis updated the Trinity study with current data through 2020 and found that a 4% withdrawal rate is safe. Was 2020 a terrifying year? Absolutely. However, if you want to make investments for the long term, last year just becomes another research data point. The FIRE movement is for long-term investors, which is something that the majority of individuals who believe the 4% rule is obsolete or that it is dead tend to overlook. It's not about purchasing or selling stocks to make quick profits in wealth. It involves building long-term wealth that can support your lifestyle while accounting for inflation. Remember that FIRE is a long-term play. Do not think in the short term. Describe what FIRE means to you. Choose the path that will work best for you and make it happen. Never allow anyone to tell you what your FIRE route should entail. Knowing and concentrating on my why is what has helped me stay grounded. I do get sidetracked and occasionally question my choices since I'm just human, but as I refocus on my why, things start to make sense again. I've discovered that whenever you choose the road less traveled, greater resistance, curiosity, and disagreement may be expected. Staying grounded in your why is extremely vital. As always, this video is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. You should always do your own research and speak to a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.